might as well be a different language. I think it's Garfalo.
Okay.
Hold on, I can look it
It's
up.
just like a big can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. This one is one of the ones that I would get, but it's turned around so you can't see the front. Or maybe that is. Oh, yeah, no, that's not the front. Bunch of retards. Alicia, maybe, I think, was one of the companies. Oh, no. See? What a bunch of fucking retards, man. One is Molisan, that's in a black tin, and the other one's in a black tin. Dude, I could buy a bunch of cans and just eat the tomatoes by itself. They're so fucking they're so good, dude. Holy fuck.
They're right, but
Like
you know, he had a 58 card major 2, 77 card major 3, 75 card, and then this World Cup card was, you know, 68. So, look, it's not like Exnid is a top tier player, and I know that he was on kind of broken teams for this part, and I think Exnid absolutely has the right mentality. Like, I rate him very highly from that perspective. And I think he, you know, I'd like to see a world where if Exnid isn't on this team, he gets to go somewhere else. Because I actually think he's a really valuable asset. Like, he's almost like an Asim in a way. And that, like, that's meant in a very positive sense. When Asim is on your team and your team is doing well, he's like one of the best players to possibly have in your team because, you know, he helps ride the momentum. He's a player with great energy, the right attitude, who can bring the best out of other players around him. But on the flip side of that coin, if the team isn't doing so well, there is an opportunity for them just to get absolutely fried. So, you know, I think that's something at least to think about there. Because if I'm Falcons and I'm looking at this team next year, obviously it's a conversation, right, as to whether Exnid should stay around, especially.
Probably the same as last time you asked.
Yeah.
I was at a winners.
I'll stop asking.
I was at a winners the other day, and I saw it's either said we're hiring or we're always hiring, and I was just like, yeah, it's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
I get on that super soldier serum. Yes.
Say that again.
Should I get on the super soldier serum?
Well, you know my answer. I would either say no or probably not. But if you want to, I guess.
Imagine though, it solves all my problems. You just imagine that.
Hey, if it does, then I guess that's a good decision. But what do you think the odds are that that happens?
Oh, I don't know. Probably. I don't think it's gonna change anything. But if you were to witness it, and like it's just like completely 180 in my life, would that ever tempt you to do it?
Oh, it might tempt me, but I probably still wouldn't. The only thing I could imagine is if I tried it and it just didn't even go close to the same.
Yeah.
I feel like it would just be so troll. Obviously, I wouldn't know what I'm doing at first.
Well, it's not like I really know what I'm doing, so.
Well, you know a lot more. You've at least like looked into that stuff for at least a little while. I literally know nothing.
I guess.
10% of something is better than 0% of nothing.
I'd say if you spent like a solid week, maybe like an hour each day, you probably know more or as much as I do about it. But yeah.
Hail Dan Vask. Power of God says Jesus was white and blue-eyed. No wonder why. No wonder they hate. Voldemort says buy American Eagle stock right
the
now.
things people
Richard
do to get what they
says
want.
time for a Sidney Sweeney Carl's Jr. ad. David Cowboy says, is it bad white called a...
Well, I guess what's the point of anything if you don't have what you want?
Is a bad white called a... Yeah, I'm not
Isn't
going
that the whole
to say
point of like our
uh,
instincts is to get what we want? Isn't that why we have instincts? Like one of the reasons.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge gamble. Literally your health, right? But and again, people gamble all their life savings away.
Well, I guess if you think of it like many years ago, you'd be gambling your life. So I guess you'd be gambling your life to get somewhere. So.
Edit that. Oh, come on.
So there you go. Patch Trick says, do gators attack people in Florida? No, not
you don't have Netflix, right?
Not unless you're antagonizing them or if they feel threatened or anything like that. Shorty Short says, if I was a hot white girl, I could use those assets. Warbeer says, I'd siege. Thank you. Let's see. Taco Woman.
It's like every time I come into this office, like in the morning, before I leave my house, I'm just like, as soon as I get home, I'm just gonna like lay down in bed. But
me up. Leaderboard has
it's usually
to go
not how
for
it
name
goes.
fix. Really?
You usually have like another burst of
Is that
energy.
it?
And then
Are you kidding me? Is that how this works? Where
I'm
did you
staying
send
later,
me how to opt out of it?
staying up later than I should.
Are you telling me the leaderboard is how they do?
So, you're saying when you get to work, or when you're at home, or when you get home?
Tell me the part you don't get.
Well, you said something about laying down, right?
Yeah, like when I get home. Yeah, from work.
When you get home. Okay. I thought maybe there's like a fucking thing to lay on at work.
Oh, no. Well, none that I've seen. The chairs are pretty good. They like recline, but nothing like that.
With the ats are tied to the leaderboard. Interesting. Okay, I'll see what you sent me. We got more to talk about because we have pathetic losers. I'm not overly familiar with this person, but there's this bodybuilder guy named Joey Swole. I've seen him around on social media a few times. He has bent his knee to the woke mob. Here we are in 2025, and we have a pathetic beta whose name is Joey Swole, which is so gay, by the way, to have your name as Joey Swole.
Legs tomorrow.
He has bent his knee to the mob because he posted a picture of himself dressed as Hulk Hogan after Hulk Hogan passed away, and the woke mob has decided to cancel him. So he has decided to apologize for this.
Yeah.
It is 2025, and these motherfuckers are
there's
still
either a
scared
fucking fat black woman that stays on the Smith machine for an hour, literally, or a fat black woman that sits on the leg press for fucking 7 years, or even other black dudes there are just, they're pointing it out before I'm saying that it's annoying. So that's how bad it is.
You're kidding me. This guy's 5'3".
Yeah, sounds pretty bad.
He's massive, but if he's 5'3", that's hilarious. Here we go, right here. Here's his apology.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done...
Surprised I haven't heard of like any fires happening. All this
he said
heat.
some fucking words, okay? He said some
Are
words.
there forest fires going on right now?
Now, if you want to bring up like the politics backstage and the wrestling world, shut the fuck up.
Say that again.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, was it recent?
Fucking
or was
pussy.
this like a while back?
A lot of research, talked to a few people,
I think like a couple weeks ago,
all
maybe.
of the horrible things that that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake.
What the fuck
Isn't it
did he
supposed
do?
to rain too?
What did Hulk
I think it's
Hogan
gonna
do?
rain tonight.
Hulk Hogan. Okay, let's go over the things that I know that Hulk Hogan did that could be deemed to be bad. All right. And by the way, I'm not even bringing him saying a word up because there's nothing wrong with saying a word. He cheated on his wife. He slept with his friend's wife, who his friend.
You know, you should ask your dad if he wants to go to the fishing store. See if he changes his tune.
Yeah, that's gonna make his back hurt even more. Just walking in that place probably make his back hurt.
At least the dog will be there. I think they have a pit bull there, right?
Yeah, it was something I can't remember what it looked like. Something like that.
Up because his friend and his wife had an open relationship. If that's your standard for someone that's a bad guy, bro, you need to never have another friend and you never need to support another person ever, because holy fuck if that's your standard for a bad person. Jesus Christ. So Hulk Hogan has had a lot of family drama. He had a falling out with his kids and all of that. I don't know the whole story behind that. I know his son had, I believe his son had a DUI, and his son, the guy that was in the car with him, essentially was, I think he was a vegetable, or at least he was temporarily was in that state. I don't know. That was a long time ago. And you know, Hulk Hogan has been known to lie when telling stories about the wrestling business over the years.
Yeah, I haven't heard.
Do you know what it is?
Professional wrestler. They're actors. That's what they do.
I heard that it's about doxing
is
dudes or some
work.
shit, but I don't actually know for sure.
That's it. This is the horrible things that Hulk Hogan has done. Did he kill someone? No. Has he ever been to jail? No. Has he ever been arrested? No. He said some fucking words, and you're gonna be offended over that? You fucking pussy.
We take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible things that that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry. Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color.
Holy fuck. This dude has been completely cucked. He's done. Holy shit. This dude is done. You are now in the woke mob web. You are never getting out. You are done, bro. I don't know who this guy is in terms of like how big of a following. I know he's got a following, but holy fuck. The only thing I've ever seen from this guy is that he basically rants about hot women at the gym being bots.
Gas station, man.
That's what he does. That's what I've seen from him.
Yeah.
So now,
yo, that's so weird. I've seen. That's like the hub for hot chicks at gas stations.
Which was it? Is it the one at the Tim's?
No. It's on Queensway and Islington, right at the corner.
Oh, okay.
Like right across from that sex shop that we went past.
The what?
Remember when we were driving back and we drove past the sex shop where you couldn't see inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like a coincidence that was right there. If I can see that girl.
Stream. I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable.
Do you trust your sister?
I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself
What do you mean?
to the same.
Well, like what context?
Like if she says, you know, oh, she was like checking you out, do you actually believe her?
Yeah, I think I probably would. She said that she looked back 3 times or like a few times. So I don't, if she's lying, then I don't know.
You know, I don't think she's lying.
Well, she looked at, like, when I was walking past and looked at her, she looked at me, but to me that doesn't mean anything, but I guess since she looked back a few times, that's why.
Standards. I am human, I am still growing, I am still learning, and I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place, and once again to everybody, I apologize.
I want to know what horrible things Hulk Hogan did. What horrible things did he do? And you said beyond being human, meaning apparently you're dismissing, you're giving him a pass for certain things for being human. What did he do? I want to know. I want to know exactly what Hulk Hogan did that makes him a horrible person. And I guarantee you, this dude can't name shit. Hulk Hogan has never been arrested, to my knowledge. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I don't think he has. I'm pretty sure Hulk Hogan has never been arrested. He did steroids. This guy is gonna complain about somebody doing roids? I mean, really? Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, this is pathetic. So again, what is this guy like? Does he have like a big following on Twitter or whatever? Let's see. Joey Swole. Let's see. He's got 1 million followers on Twitter. Yeah, this dude is like, this is hilarious. So anyway, another you know person that has been eaten alive by the woke mob, and good luck with that. Good luck with that, because now you're just going to continue to apologize. Now they're going to find stuff that this guy has done and said over the years that they're going to go back years, because now this is what happens with woke
the next 40
right here.
years.
This is exactly what happens. They're going to look this guy up, because now he's not only is he apologizing for something that he can't even give you specifics
maybe we're
as
just
to why
in
he's
like the
apologizing.
dip.
He's making
Maybe
very
it's all
general
uphill from here.
statements about, like, I found out these horrible things that Hulk Hogan did. You're like, what horrible things? Like, name them specifically. Tell us, educate us, let us know what those terrible things are. But he can't. So now the woke mob has found out that they can make you bend the knee.
You know, the way that our parents talk about when they were young, it's like, dude, the fact that they even got to experience time to, like, be nostalgic over, other than just like a couple small things here and there, proves how lucky they were.
Almost done here.
So now they're gonna go through the people you follow on social media. They're gonna let's see here. I don't know. Let's go over to his page. Million followers. Let's see if he follows anyone that could be. Oh, Barstool. You follow Barstool Chicago. Barstool. Dave Portnoy.
You think winter's gonna be delayed again?
Because Dave Portnoy interviewed Trump.
You said winter?
Yeah, like when do you think it's gonna start snowing?
It usually starts in January, right?
Isn't there a time where it used to be December?
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. Then what happened, Brock?
Don't know.
Tell me what happened, dude. Paying your carbon tax, right?
Nice.
All right, so they're gonna go through
For the
your
betterment
follower
of
list. Oh, you
world.
follow the Hodge twins, bro. You're fucking done. You follow the Hodge twins. You're done. This is what the woke mob is going to do. You follow the Hodge twins. You're fucking done. It's over for you. They're going to go after you just for something like, he follows Myron Gaines. He follows Myron fucking Gaines. He just apologized. Done. You are going to be destroyed, bro. You're done. That's all I see right there. He follows Myron Gaines and the Hodge twins. Woke mob is going to eat this dude
Earlier,
alive.
my weather app said it was going to rain at
Gonna
night,
eat
so
him
whatever that
alive.
means.
So that's just what happens.
Not showing tomorrow.
You deserve it. Jason Platten for 10 says, how many times have we said that black NBA players hit the genetic lottery for having the right body type and height compared to compete professionally? No one cried over that. Good genes is a pun, you babies. Exactly. That's all it is. Red Mage for 20 says he's making excuses because Hulk Hogan supported Trump. He's being a fucking pussy. Yes, or you said wuss. And then Red Mage says, yeah, he's cucked at this point. This is pathetic. That's what it comes down to right there. That's what this comes down to. He is apologizing because Hogan supported Trump. That's what he's apologizing for. He doesn't want to say it, but that is what he's apologizing for. Hilarious. Timu Jeremy says leaderboard has to go for name fix. Yeah, I got to look into that one. Ace Liberty says, I just had major oral surgery and it's less painful than listening to these lefties break down over Sydney Sweeney. Well, I hope you get to feeling better, brother. I am Flag says, if anyone needs to explain the Sweeney ad
Talk to my AI
to
girlfriend.
people.
Yeah, dog, you have one, dog?
The Bill Hicks perfect
Yeah,
commercial
dude, her
clip.
name is Chat GPT, dog.
B757 driver says Joey is effing male beta central. Yeah, dude,
man,
That's what people are doing now.
it really is. Robo Guy for 50 says massive attack
You know what
on the
reminds me
internet
of?
is underway.
It's like that. It's like
Countries
the thing
forcing
in like
digital
Blade
ID
Runner
in
or
the
whatever.
UK,
Like the
EU,
girl,
AU.
the hologram.
Etc. Visa and MasterCard trying to censor or remove games and anime. Now there is a bill called is it COSA that will turn the U.S. into a surveillance state like the UK.
We're born too early to experience that, but
news broke.
hey man, we got text editors or whatever. We got text.
Yeah, we're born too early for that. We're born too late for anything else.
I was out of town, so I was hit or miss on a lot of that. I've heard a lot of people talk about the censorship stuff that's going on in the UK
born
and other places.
Houses.
So I will look further into them. I'm sure Savvy's on top of all of that crap.
Livable wages.
Little Jim's Halo says Jeremy has more balls than this guy, and he's gay. Drew Barr says, why does everybody treat Hogan like he's Benoit?
Oh well.
Because he said the N-word and he supported Trump. That's why. Eric K says Beardo loves Joey. Beardo loves Joey. Yeah, that dude's a beta for sure. That the Joey Swole guy. Ryan Miller says the #1 rule in the world of social media is never apologize to these freaks because they will still hunt you down, and it's never enough for them. It's never enough. It never will be enough. Phantasmus Knox says Joey Swole should change his name to Joey Soy. Phil says that, and Joey's balls shrunk 3 sizes that day. Johnny the Whiskid says these people can't let go of the past: slavery, stolen land, white supremacy. We're irredeemable, so we're targets. How you tell them to get over it? I think that our act, with Trump being in office, their narrative has been destroyed. Now they're just a laughing stock. I mean, there's still going to be occasional people like Joey Swole that bend the knee to this group of people. But generally speaking, like, the left has been defeated for the most part. As long as,
when you getting the dog back,
Trump's agenda, and continue to make America great again.
Last time was February, January.
But the left is in shambles right now over this whole situation. We have not won anything, but we are winning. We just got to keep the momentum for sure. Robel says he has gains with women and Swole with men. True says, I can't stand you. Here's $4.99. Hail to $1.99. That's what I'm talking about.
Or what do you feed them? Just like regular dog food, or
both kibble and fucking raw meat. He's overweight and she wants to feed him more than she did before when he was already overweight. Don't fucking know what the fuck that's about.
Yeah. Just put him on a treadmill.
I feel like put him on a treadmill and then what she feeds him is going to counteract that right away.
Did she tell you what she feeds the dog?
Yep.
What is it?
Like, do you mean what kind of meat or how much?
Well, just anything, like everything.
I think the raw meat. I don't actually know what the raw meat is, but the kibble was, I think it said lamb, if I remember correctly.
You should get the one with horse meat.
Nice. They even fucking have that anywhere? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I think originally, like, a lot of dog food was just like horse meat.
Saved and baptized last year. He's been forgiven in the eyes of God, but not the eyes of woke lefties. No way to redemption for Trump people. Yeah, that's pretty much it too. Listen, I think Hulk Hogan has a laundry list of issues that you can criticize him for if you want. But like I said, if we're talking about, you know, legendary people in any of these fields, like I said, I've brought up Michael Jordan 100 times. Like, do you think Michael Jordan's a good guy? I'm sorry, but you've been lied to. Michael Jordan's not a good guy. Michael Jordan is a stone cold killer on the court and off the court in terms of how he treated people, because he had a driven mentality to be the best, and he was not going to let anyone stand in his way. And his own teammates hated his guts. They couldn't stand Michael Jordan. Who cares? He wasn't apologizing for shit. We saw that in the Last Dance, and where he was talking about you know, how his mentality was. I don't know if I got that clip, but
You're gonna go on
like the
later,
ending
right?
where he was talking about
Yeah.
his mentality. So good.
Once I'm
Yeah,
done
I
this.
think there's like some I want you
That's
to.
what it takes to be
I think there's some I
great.
want you to play in the background. I
And
can find the video.
these people live in this weird
I'll
world
link it
where they're
later
like,
on. But
oh, you
yeah,
know,
like watching this
I
gave me
need
like
my
an
hero to
existential
be a nice
crisis,
guy.
dude.
Fuck off with that.
Oh,
That's
what,
a
like,
beta
oh,
mentality.
it's like
Kobe
a...
Bryant was another one. Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
It's like a podcast.
Absolute
Like people, it's just
killer
like
on the
people
court
talking.
and
But
off the court. Like,
yeah,
he
it's just
would
like-
not. People didn't like Kobe Bryant. I go back to a person that
Why?
many people have a perception of in a couple different ways now, because the left has
Why?
a little
Why'd you
perception
ask?
of it. But then other people have this perception of Walt Disney where
What
they
did-
think
I
Walt
don't
Disney
know
was
what I
just this
asked.
super wholesome guy. Go back and do the research
I
on
think you just
Walt
asked like what it
Disney
is or whatever.
and the people that worked for
Oh,
Walt
'cause
Disney. Walt
Once you
Disney
said
was a
existential crisis, I
demanding
assumed
leader
it was like one of those
Oh.
who
videos.
he only
where
wanted
someone's talking.
excellence from the people that worked for him. He didn't compliment the people that worked for him.
I guess you already
He
know.
demanded the best from the people that worked for him. And that's what it takes. So this idea that Hulk Hogan was not nice. It's like, yeah. Like, do you understand what wrestling was like back in the day? Back in the 70s and the 80s,
Slaved away.
wrestling was a cutthroat business. The locker room was full of
a couple hours to
alpha
myself.
males that were doing everything they could to elevate and become the top guy. And Hulk Hogan was always the top guy. And when you are the top guy, everybody else is coming for your spot, and they're trying to do anything they can. They're trying to manipulate from their perspective to take you down. So Hulk Hogan, from his perspective, was manipulating to make sure that they could not take him down. He was fighting fire with fire. Like, you don't have to like that, but that's the reality of the fucking business. You know? Simple as that. So, anyway, these people just live in this weird utopia, and, you know, I don't get it, but I don't really care. So, was this it right here, I think? Hang on. Right here. This clip right here of Michael Jordan on The Last Dance. I hope I can play this.
Was he a nice guy?
Okay. Oh, I told you how like yesterday when I was coming home, there was like so many
That
chicks
kind of
dressed up as
mentality
sluts.
he had. He can't be a nice guy.
Yeah, what was that, yesterday or the day before or something like that?
Dominated games.
It was the weekend concert or whatever.
I think that he was unlike any other player I've ever played against.
Not
is that
surprised.
there was a real fear. You know, that was a different feeling when you're playing Mike. 'cause
And they're
you
like
just
all in
knew
their groupies, like
there was such a serious.
they're not like some of them, like a lot of them weren't even dudes.
Now Michael Jordan having a go at it.
Winning has a price,
A lot of them weren't what?
and leadership has a price.
When
This is our selection.
Oh,
This is what we got. It's chalked.
You don't have anything planned for dinner, do you?
I don't know what for dinner. I said to your father, I said I can do bacon and tomato sandwiches.
I'll make my own food then. Can you just wash the big pot, one of the big pots?
At some point.
What if I wanted to make dinner, or what if I wanted to start right now?
Well, you'd have to wait for me.
Silver.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna get off though. Alright.
Thanks.